In 1972, or thereabouts, my dad moved to England because he wanted a better life. In 1975, my mother followed suit, except that she moved to England for a different reason. To put it simply, 3 years previously, she'd stupidly fallen in love. The things we do for a heart that still beats. My mum stepped off the plane, she told me, and she was scared. Ease your man, she whispered. Safe journey. She said she'd never felt so cold, but she was wearing a pink dress and it was the 70s, and one of the things she dreamt of when her and her 7 siblings fought over the last piece of meat at the bottom of the egusi soup pot. She stepped off that plane with a suitcase with dreams bursting from the seams and wearing a pink dress with flowers on that didn't quite fit right. It made her think that she might be happy one day. And she doesn't know if she's ever seen her breath in front of her face like that, so she holds it. Because she doesn't like the way it looks like it goes. So for a moment, the only reason she knows she's still there is she puts her hand to her chest and feels that she's got a heart that still beats. They talk about the American dream, but my mum had an English one. It sounded pretty nice, to be fair. It didn't really sound like she wanted to take over the country or demand rights she didn't deserve, or burn the Union Jack, or steal jobs from babies, or John, or whoever it's meant to be, or rape our women and our men at the same time, or generally make the place look untidy. It didn't ring in my ears like that. Her dream. No, my mum's modest. I reckon, anyway. She wanted to learn. She wanted to learn like she couldn't back home, and she wanted to not have to go to the bathroom in the dark. She wanted a family that she could look after and love, and that wouldn't have to suffer like she had and would. My mum and dad didn't get to live their dreams, so I am grateful to get to live mine. They worked more jobs than they cared to recount in the stories they tell me, squeezed tight into the smallest bed with a baby on each knee and a book in each lap. They got scholarship to study, and God did they study hard, and they missed meals so their children wouldn't. They felt how it hurt to be weak so their children could grow, knowing the value of strength. Strength they had to learn to protect little hearts that beat. I mean, we all close our eyes and drift to somewhere better. Somewhere with colours that hurt a little less on the eyes and soul. So that's not an immigrant thing. Dreaming. It's a human thing, right? We all do it. My parents are British citizens, but they know they don't belong here. I was born here, but people tell me to go home. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because when they say go home, my mum closes her eyes and smiles in that way that she does and says, one day, my friend, she will. But then, these people that we see on the news and TV, these people that aren't standing outside a plane in a pink dress with flowers on that means that one day they might be happier, but are running, swimming, bleeding, and screaming their way to survive. Running, swimming, bleeding, and screaming their ways to survival. You can't dream of going home when people tell them to. They can't go home. And every new door they try to walk through gets slammed, shut, and bolted, and all I can see is pictures of them holding each other's heads so tight to their chests, and I think, you know what, I don't blame them for checking. If I were them, I'd be listening too, because the whole world won't stop failing to hear that their hearts still beat.